Alright, in this video we're going to look at some example problems for calculating percent composition by mass. And you'll recall that you find this formula on your reference tables on table T. Right here is your percent composition by mass formula, and we always abbreviate it like this. Percent right here is equal to part, mass of the part, over the whole, mass of the whole, times 100. End up with 80. Okay, let's take a look at our first question, number 14. The percent by mass of nitrogen. So you can see here that they give us the percent by mass of nitrogen as the question words. Let's get the right thing. Percent by mass. That's the clue that you should be using. Percent equals part over whole times 100. Alright, I'm going to rewrite this NH4NO3 down here so we have it, NH4NO3. And in order to find the percent of nitrogen, we need to find out how much nitrogen we have in this formula. So we have two nitrogens, each of them is 14, and that gives me 28 grams per mole for the nitrogen. But we also need to know how much the entire thing weighs. So we might as well go ahead and finish doing the rest of them. So we've got nitrogen, we've got hydrogen. There's 4 of them at 1 apiece. That gives us 4. We have oxygen, there's 3 of them at 16 apiece, which is 48. And we're going to add all those things together to get what the whole thing weighs. And the whole thing weighs 80 grams per mole. Okay, I squished it down to the side so it's out of our way. And we can now work on this formula, which is percent equals part over whole times 100. The part that we are looking for is the nitrogen. And the nitrogen we knew was 28. That was the part. Over the whole thing, which was 80 times 100. They're giving us our answer choices in percents, so it's the actual answer. So we're going to go ahead and finish this calculation. And when you plug it into your calculator, you're going to get 35% nitrogen. Going back up to, let's take a yellow, we'll see that that is answer choice 3. Okay, question number 15 is very similar. We'll just blast through it real quick. Let me grab a pen. We've got carbon dioxide, and I'm writing in yellow, which is hard to see. We've got, what is the percent by mass? Again, that's my clue words that I'm using. Percent equals part over whole times 100. We're looking for the mass of carbon, so that's going to be my part. And we have carbon dioxide as our compound. So I'll do it up here. Carbon, there's 1 of them. It weighs 12. Oxygen, there's 2 of them. It weighs 16. 12 and 32 will give me 44 grams per mole. So that's my total. And there are my parts, 12 and 32. We need the 12 because the 12 is the part that is carbon, and they're asking you for the percent of mass of carbon. So we're going to go back. Let me grab a pen again. We've got 12 over the entire thing. That's the part. The part is 12, and the whole thing is 44. We're going to multiply it by 100. And you're going to end up with 27% carbon. Go back and look at our answer choices. It's kind of hard to see because I've got things written here. Let's see if I can find the eraser. That's not it. I won't erase that. Let's see. Oh, erased the wrong thing. Alright, we'll just have to pretend it's not there. And right there in answer choice number 2, it says 27%. Okay, for question number 16, now we're looking for the percent by mass of water in CaSO4, calcium sulfate, dihydrate. I'm just going to write that down here so it's easier to see. We've got 2 waters on there. And we want the percent of water in this whole thing. So I'm going to pause and just do the gram formula masses for both parts so that we have them, and then I'll be right back to finish it up. Okay, so you can see that I calculated the gram formula mass for the calcium sulfate, and we came up with, let's get another color, let's do green. I came up with 136 grams of copper sulfate and 36 grams of water. And when I add those together, I get 172 grams per mole total. Alright, so now that we have, and I shoved it over to the side, we have the two parts, part number 1, which is 136, and part for the water, which is 36. We can now use our formula, percent equals part over whole times 100. And we're looking for the part that is water. So the part that is water was 36 over the whole thing, which was 172, times 100. And that means my percent comes out to be 20.9, which I will round to 21%. Now we'll go back to my question, and I will see that answer choice 3 says 21%. So that has to be my answer.